Hello guys, and welcome to another video. It's Tim! He's back! And yes, I am recording this after the Brick Rigs video and the first BEAMNG video and my first video. All of these have been recorded within the same 4 to 5 hours. Not even. So, again, sorry about the audio in the first BEAMNG video. I am really annoyed that it broke. On any of the videos for it to break, it's my first proper video, the one on BEAMNG. It seemed that wasn't a great video to begin with, but oh well, we can persevere with the now slightly damaged Tim. Now, if you don't know what Tim is, or who, go watch the first video. Also, even though I said that I would maybe do a mod review if people commented that they wanted it, well, obviously no one's commented yet, it's only been a few minutes, but I was bored, so here it is anyway, the mod review of this, the Volkswagen Beetle, starting first with the creator that made this mod, and I can't find it. I'm looking through here, author, nothing, Googled it, nothing, other YouTube videos of this mod, couldn't find anything. It's an old mod, and it's been updated by a bunch of different people, and changed so much, I can't find it at this point. And I will admit I didn't try very hard. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is it's here, and it's the coolest it's not just the coolest Volkswagen Beetle mod in the history of BEAMNG, but the coolest mod in BEAMNG history. Now, this, as you can see, is a door and it opens. That's pretty normal. Cars in BEAMNG have that. However, have you seen a car in BEAMNG that has this? Or this? Or this? Or this? Or, oh, this one doesn't have a radio. I was going to show the radio. Or that? Yeah. This thing has all of the functions, oh, and this too, that every BEAMNG mod doesn't have, or every BEAMNG car doesn't have, while also having everything that every BEAMNG mod God, I cannot speak. Any BEAMNG car does and doesn't have. This car has it. It has all the normal stuff, and it has the abnormal stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention windshield wipers work too. Look at that. They're slow, but they work. Not to mention the level of detail. I can configure any aspect of this car that I want. And it's an incredible high detail. An incredibly high detail. It's amazing. Now, enough about this one here, which is the rusty variant. I will admit this is not the exact same Volkswagen, it's just the rusty variant, but painted. Where is it? There it is. 1963 Volkswagen. Now, I do know some stuff about this mod, like it came out in 2018 or 17, can't remember. So maybe I don't know. And it originally started as a Herbie car mod with, I'm pretty sure, this version here. And now this has features I have never seen in any other BEAMNG mod. Or anyone else. Also, I forgot to mention, here's all the configs. Ignore these two. These two I created myself. Mostly. So, we have stock versions, modified versions, Antarctica 1, which I find really cool. The first production car, well, as it says here, to visit Antarctica, and to do it successfully, too. I mean, this is actually a really cool random piece of history here that not very many people will know. So yeah, this is all very cool and all very unique. I guess we can get this version up first to look at. Because, well, usually everyone shows off this version first. So, now if you're wondering what exactly this is, it's a 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. And for the people that are not car nerds or have any slight knowledge of any motor vehicle, it's a small German car produced from 1938 to 2003. And this is one of the things this car can't do. As for this version and all the other versions that also say 53 on the side, it's from a 1969 Disney movie. Well, this version's from a 2005 movie from the same series called The Love Bug. Now, most people that are watching this video will have no clue what this car is, the movie I'm mentioning, or hell, probably even this mod. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is a car that hasn't been on sale in years, and it's of a car from a movie that hasn't had a part of its a movie in its series since 2005. So, yeah. But basically what it is, it's a living Volkswagen. And he's happy. It's adorable. It's living. And it's happy. And it can do this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? It probably is the cutest mod in the history of BEAMNG. And the coolest. And the most high detail. Look at this. He's just bouncing. It's so cute. It's adorable. I love it. So now, one thing that makes this unique is it's not just a variant. It has a personality. Right now the car's happy, as you can see. He's very happy. He's a happy little Volkswagen. Now, if I do this... Oh no! He's sadder than before. As you can see by these helpful emojis. And the temperature gauge. Now if I quickly reset him, you'll see he's... actually still really fast. I thought he'd be slower. Trying to crash harder. Take a second. Now, you shall observe as he's not bouncing. And he's slower. He's pissed off because I crashed him so many times. Now watch what happens when I completely destroy him. And... he's pissed. Now the amazing thing is this isn't just in general. This saves across every Herbie variant. And when you leave and enter the game, leave and re-enter, I mean. So, yeah, he's forever always like this, unless I either hit Shift P and have max trust again, or drive him around until he calms down. I'm just gonna be lazy and hit Shift P. Now, that in itself is amazing. The fact that it's then also connected to a very highly detailed mod, this makes it even better. I mean, this is something that some other mods have, a working radio, but I'll still show it anyway. Don't worry, this is not copyright. Isn't that cool? The radio works. There, it's off. So, yeah, that's one thing most cars don't have, and most mods also don't. But this does. And of course, as I said, the personality aspect's really cool. Now, here's another thing. Most BEAMNG cars don't have. He floats. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, maybe the mod's a little broken. The propelling system in terms of moving through the water He's broken when he's at max HP, or not HP, happiness, I suppose. So, we'll fix that real quick. Sorry. There, now I should be able to drive in the water successfully. Never mind, he's happy again? What the hell? No, unhappy yourself. Hang on. Unhappy yourself. Okay, this is gonna be harder than I thought. What the? He's too happy. Let's ruin his day. Did that work? There. Now, I can drive through the water. There, that one took way too long. But yeah, he's like a boat. You don't see that most mods, do you? And if I want, I can then do that. And, Jesus Christ, break physics? What the hell did I just do there? I might screw with that later. So yeah, apparently he's so powerful he can break physics. So yeah, that's a pretty cool aspect of this mod. Oh, and one more thing. It's like Christine. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's another car thing. It's a 1983 movie you probably have never heard of. If you're, like, well, my age roughly. I'm 15, so most people would not have heard of it. Yet I have, because I'm not the normal 15-year-old. Anyway, Christine, he fixed himself. Watch this. See how he's broken? Broken, be gone. He's fixed himself. Look at that. Well, it doesn't work entirely, but he's fixing himself. If you look closely, this isn't the greatest example. I mean, really, I should drop him from a higher height. And, he's short now. And he's already fixing himself. It's like instant. I don't know how this works. I also don't believe this is very lore accurate to the film, or we can really do this. But he is repairing himself. I can't tell. Actually, I'll just shake as much. If you just, like, for example, look at where my cursor is, if you can see it. Pretty sure you can. He does slowly, but surely repair himself. It's not really showing up very well, is it? Oh, crap. Maybe it'll show up better. Now, didn't mean to do that. Oh, do you see that? Look at that! He grew again. He fixed himself. It's magic, this mod. I don't know how it works. It's very impressive. But, that's not all. There's more. Something with those infomercials. Oh wait, there's more! There's all these other variants, and other Herbie variants, from Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, which, that's the third movie. This is Herbie Goes Bananas, that's the fourth movie. Herbie Fully Loaded was the sixth-ish, 5th/6th, and at the moment, final movie. 1997, this is referring to a TV movie that came out that year of the same name as the original. And speaking of the original, here it is. Now, obviously, he's going to be mad. Actually, this is a great way to show off that feature. Once it loads. Now, hopefully, the audio didn't break from that. I noticed it wasn't until I loaded in the Hirochi, whatever it was called. Yeah, see? He's pissed. Completely different car now, technically. He's pissed off. He hates me. And I'm sorry, little Volkswagen. Sorry, Herbie. And it'll take a bit for him to get happy again, obviously. But anyway, enough of the movie variants and sort of the original variant of this car. It's time to now show off some of the regular road-going variants, such as this one. It's actual Tim. Again, you'll have to figure it out by watching the original video. the original BEAMNG video I did, the first one. My first proper video that wasn't recorded on a phone. Now this version is an automatic. It's a 1600, that's what it is. Definitely didn't forget. And there it is. Look at that. That is a air-cooled flat 4-cylinder that produces like 90 horsepower, I think. This thing's barely more powerful than a lawnmower. This one's an automatic. Sort of. It's not like a normal one, but it's too complicated to explain. But yeah, it's a very high detailed mod, and the most amazing part is this is free. This is a free mod. You can't get it on the mod repository set. You have to get it on the BEAMNG forums. There's some good how-to tutorials on how to install mods like this. I would like link one in the description if I knew how to. So I won't. But if you just basically Google how to install mods, BEAMNG Drive, update. What version are we on right now? 31.2. Alpha 31.2. You'll find something. Or just Google how to download mods, like mod forms or external mods or anything like that. You can figure out how this works. And then if you just want to find this, you can go into the description of most people's videos on this, like YouTube Neological, one of the biggest BEAMNG YouTubers out there. He did a video on this car when it first came out, and then an updated video when it had a full personality aspect to it. Jeez, it wouldn't stop rolling. So, if you want to figure out how to get it, that's how. So I'm trying to think of what else to talk about with this thing. I mean, it's a cool little mod, so I guess I could show off more variants. Well, at the same time, I guess I could also talk about why I have this mod and why it's the only one. Because you probably care about that, don't you? I'm going to assume you say yes. So, now this car, very obviously, is not the car that's my YouTube profile picture. Neither is it the car that's my background computer home screen picture thing. That car is a 1986 Ford Mustang SVO, my sort of dream car as of right now. However, this car is very high in the list as well, the 1963 Volkswagen. In fact, because of this car here, I watched the 2005 movie on a random rerun on TV, and I was like, what the hell is this car? I want to learn more. I'm going to use the Antarctica version. And so, I did research, did other things, and I discovered I have a thing for weird cars. I just love them. Ever since I first saw Volkswagen, I was like, I want a car like that. And ever since, I've liked other weird and obscure vehicles. Like, you've probably never heard of a Ford Mustang SVO. That's how weird and obscure it is. Like, it doesn't have a V8. Isn't that weird? And in the case of this car, well, look at it. Despite it being one of the most iconic vehicles in history, it is still fairly obscure, especially now. So I just noticed something inaccurate about this thing. This one's left-hand drive. It should be right-hand drive. Oh well. Alright, let's get going. Oh, this is the Antarctica version, as I said. So, you're probably wondering, how did I get this mod? Well, oh my god, I can just not drive a manual car in this game today. There. So, what happened was, I watched the original Neological video that I mentioned earlier, and ever since I was like, oh my god, I have to get this mod. And then I saw the update video, I was like, oh my god, I have to get this. At the time, I hadn't even gotten the game yet. And eventually, I ended up getting this computer for Christmas, just so I could get BEAMNG. And the first thing I did was go and search for this mod on the repository to then discover it wasn't there. Which made me about just as sad as this Volkswagen looks. Then I tried to figure out how to get it. And eventually I did. And... well, yeah, as you see, I have the car. It took me well over 2 years. But I finally got this mod, and I've only had it for less than a month as of recording this video, and I'm so happy about it. I finally have the one mod I wanted. And the one game that I got. Which, also, if you're wondering how I discovered this game, the YouTuber YBR. A YouTuber that sadly doesn't really upload anymore due to personal problems and other things. I wish he could return, but I can see why he no longer is uploading at the moment. I feel quite bad. Ooh, let's try the Black Edition. I don't think I've actually tried this one yet. Anyway, enough about me. It's time to talk again about the Volkswagen, which I should have been doing from the very beginning. As you can see, I'm terrible at keeping focus and reviewing things. Now I guess I can talk more about the car, like how it handles really good. Maybe not this version, but in general, this car is a very good handling model, a lot of body work, but overall it's fine. This version, however, is quite powerful. Clearly. I can't drive it very well. There. Oh, I should press the steering still looking up. It's very durable. So it's a performance model, I guess. Figure to drive one. Ooh, just got some flames. So it's a pretty quick little car, this one. It's annoying to drive. Personally, I like the stock versions. Yeah, so... here's another one. This is the... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. And that's what it says it is right there. It's for Brazil. And you thought the original version was so basic? Look at this. Not only is there not a radio blank plate, but there is just no spot for it whatsoever. You don't even have a glove box door. And look at the door panel. It's so bland. Oh, I'm surprised you even get quarter windows. And, bluish gray is the only color you get. Well, I can paint it any color I want. It's BEAMNG, but still. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, right. The car. It handles very good. It's fairly quick, depending on what version you get. It's very highly detailed, and if you like weird German cars, or just high-quality mods with... oh, I just noticed it has my exhaust tank. If you like high-quality mods that aren't BEAMNG lore-based, this is a good mod to go with. I would recommend it to anyone that plays BEAMNG, really. It's high quality, it's good, it gets updated quite often. The most recent update happened a couple months ago. As I'm recording this video. Oh, this can fly pretty well. Very high detail, and as I said, good. Also, I can't believe it's already been almost a half an hour of this already. Wow. Very durable too, just like the real car. It's very accurate. Look at that, it's still driving. That's something a real Volkswagen can stand up to. Something. Oh no. Is it good off-road like the real one? Oh, wait. Is it good at off-roading like the real one? Let's find out. Might as well keep testing this thing. Also, random fact, since I can somewhat relate this to the last video I made where I ended it off in a World War II server. This car was built in at was designed with the assistance of Adolf Hitler, or at least it was commissioned by Adolf Hitler, and was designed by Ferdinand Porsche. Yes, that Porsche, the guy that made, well, his son made Porsche, the car company, properly as we know it. If you look at this, you kind of will realize it looks a bit like a Porsche 911. Yeah. And original Porsches, like the 356, basically was just a Volkswagen. So, this car is quite important to real-world history. From the war, to the fact that it's ironically known as a hippie car, despite the fact that it was commissioned by Hitler, and the fact that this car is what led to the creation of one of the greatest sports cars of all time and performance car companies, Porsche. It's an amazing car, and the mod itself is just as amazing. Now honestly, basically, I would say that this is not a very helpful review. I mean, this is the equivalent of like reviewing a game on the App Store, giving your opinion on it, rather than like a helpful actual review, I would say. Well, I suppose sometimes those can be helpful too. But really, I mean, this is the most helpful review. This is more just me praising and sharing my opinion than telling you how you can get it from other means, because I can't make this thing. So, yeah. It's a pretty good car, I would say. And so now I shall end this video before the half an hour mark by getting Tim, which has been, I've been doing this review, he's been repaired. And look at him. He's not rusty anymore. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Excuse me, me and Tim are going to ride off into the imaginary sunset over there. Goodbye, and expect a video probably, I don't know, tomorrow, as of when I'm releasing this. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.